Shayna Monson's story is nothing short of a miracle, and now she's partnering with the state of North Dakota in hopes of saving lives. Shayna was hit by an impaired driver. Her 2 passengers died, and she was left with a traumatic brain injury. Now she's the focus of the latest Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Hello, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. So obviously you've been working hard to kind of get back to living independently after this life-changing crash. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy that I'm actually surviving by myself.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear, Shayna, and we really do appreciate you coming on and kind of, putting a really brave face to this situation. If you had one message for people today, what do you think that would be?
It's just please don't drink and drive, and then always just find a sober driver if you go out.
Thanks so much, Shayna. We really appreciate that. Now, I know your accident was 7 years ago. Are there things that you're still having a tough time with today?
I'm not sure, walking is a little hard every now and then, yeah. And then, thinking of everything is hard too, and I do not know exactly why.
And it sounds like you're very determined to, try to use what you've been through to help other people. So we absolutely appreciate that. And you're working with the state of North Dakota to try to, help people to understand impaired driving is a really terrible thing. Do you have any memory of the accident or what happened after that?
I don't, and I'm not sure, but I don't remember the day of the accident, and I don't remember quite a bit of time after that. I just remember waking up in the hospital in Denver, and I do not know exactly what.
Wow. Now, I know the North Dakota DOT says that alcohol and drug-related crashes are 100% preventable, and alcohol, unfortunately, is a factor in 41% of fatal crashes annually. Now, I know that there were 2 people with you that unfortunately you lost through this. Do you remember what it was like, once you kind of came to and were told that that had happened? Do you remember that moment?
I do. It was very hard because one of the women she was my roommate, and then we were best friends, so it was hard to just care about that. I was like, oh my gosh, boo.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Shayna. I know that must have been a really hard time for you. Have you been in touch with their families at all?
I have a little bit, but not very often. But then sometimes I'm just like, hey, how are you? And then I hope you're doing okay, but I do not know what else I do.
Well, is there anything that we in North Dakota or Minnesota or really anyone, is there anything that we can do to kind of help you with this, or anything that we can do to help on this mission of making sure there are no more impaired drivers on the road?
I don't know.
Well, I know that the North Dakota Crash Memorial Wall is available with memorials that are put on there in hopes of preventing another death on the roads. And obviously a lot of people have been lost, unfortunately, to impaired driving. Shayna, you are so brave to join us today, and we really appreciate you coming on the show. Like I said, putting such a brave face to a really difficult situation. So thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me come on.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your day, Shayna.
You too.
Stay with us. We have more fantastic North Dakota Today coming up after the break.